Hello, and welcome to Havoc Wargaming, dedicated to bringing you the uncommon. For those of you who haven't met me, my name is Ron, and today we're going to do an after-action report of Battlespace. So let's get started. Today we're going to do another game of Battlespace. This is going to be Mission 4. It's a rescue. There's two of us playing. We're doing it as a cooperative game, but we're only using one team, so just the 4 people. Laid out as per the game. There's some hostages in the middle of the table. They're being escorted by 2 Al-Wahid stragglers. And there's also a couple of elements on the board. And we have until the end of turn 5 to rescue them. Take out the 2 guards over them, I guess. After turn 5 that they will assassinate them. Once we have a player within a maneuver card's range of those hostages and the guards are gone, then we activate red smoke and we have a turn to get off the table. One of the challenges with this game, the rules do call for the game to be a 2x2 table, which I forgot, or a 3x3 table. Or a 3x2 table. And you do need to think about the mechanics of that maneuver card if you're changing the scale of your table and to adjust some things accordingly. I don't think it's a problem. This is a solo game, and in a solo game, as long as you can get your opponent to agree with you, why not change things? So we're going to go right now to the gaming table. Extremist Al-Wahid terrorists have taken a number of humanitarian aid workers hostage and are threatening to execute them if the United States refuse to release insurgent leader Ahmed Yosef Awad. General Mayhem of the U.S. forces in Dehoth has stated that this aggression will not stand. We are using John K. Speed. He's the corporal in command, a 34-year-old from Columbus, Ohio. He is carrying a grenade launcher, underbarrel grenade launcher, as well as being in command. That's him here. With him is Matt Hahn, age 26, from Raleigh, North Carolina. He helped get us extra gear points. He gives us an extra +2 gear points, and he is carrying the M249 light machine gun.
Pedro Merizalde from Kissimmee, Florida. Pedro is carrying, he's a medic, and he is carrying a stun grenade. Joe Lawler from West Hollywood, California, who is a designated marksman.
That's going to be him here. You have to roll to activate. You have something called an initiative score. I'm going to try to activate the machine gunner first because he's in the very front. His initiative is 7. So I have to roll over 7. I rolled 12, that's over 7. So now I get 2 orders. The orders are, there's a number of things. There's a move. A move is 1 movement card distance from here to here. Shooting would be a move. Aiming is a 2-order move. That's just, you can't move, you just shoot, but you get a bonus to your shoot. Sustained fire works in a similar fashion. We don't have any targets right now, so I'm going to do what's called an advance. An advance is a 2-order move. It's basically, in any other game, it would be a move. So I'm going to put the card down, and that's the first one. You don't have to move the full amount. Oh, maybe I don't want to do an advance. I actually have a target right now. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot at the terrorist in the front. That's this fellow right here. The problem with the machine gun, while it does extra wounds when it hits, which doesn't matter against the Al-Wahid fighters. The Al-Wahid are the bottom level fighters for the bad guys. They only take 1 hit, so the 2 is not going to really help me. The bad part is it has a -2 to accuracy. I have a combat level of 1. The way this works is the number that we're rolling past, the Al-Wahid fighters' score is a 9. So I have to roll over that 9 to hit. I have an accuracy of 1, +1 to the die, so it would mean I'd have to roll over an 8. However, because I'm using machine gun, that brings it back down to 10. So I need a 10 or a higher to cause 2 wounds. I just got 10, perfect. So I drop the first guy. We've done that. I activate my commander boy. His initiative is 9, so I have to roll 9 or higher. 16, so he does activate. Right now, I don't have a target because the people we're trying to rescue are in the way of me and the only other guy here. I should mention that if this was the other way around, they would shoot. I could do another move. I still have another order. What do I want to do? I could go to cover because I'm right in the middle of the open right now. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get cover behind this trash over here. The game only allows for 2 types of cover. It's either obscured cover or solid cover. And all that really means is if you're right behind the cover, it is solid cover. It doesn't matter what the cover is, like it would in other games. And it's obscured cover if it's between you and the enemy, but you're not right behind it. In this case, I would be in solid cover. And so it's your turn to move somebody.
If I want the marksman, he has a 10 I have to
Yes.
achieve? Okay.
All right, so that was a 7. That's a failure on the 10. What happens in the case of a failure is we immediately pull a sit rep card, IED. Threat level 9, that's the word I was trying to remember earlier, the score that the enemy uses as a threat level. This is a threat level 9. We'll have to roll immediately. The first soldier that attempted an initiative roll this turn, it's actually going to be my machine gunner that activates this, has stepped onto an IED. If failed, the soldier will receive 3 wounds. All models in the AOE are knocked prone if the soldier fails. Some of these sit rep cards go back into the deck. Some of them cause you to reshuffle immediately. Others are discarded for the rest of the game. This one is discarded. But the first thing I have to do is I have to roll 9 or higher for, there isn't anybody. And I rolled a 14 anyway, so no issue. Now, you failed your initiative roll, but you still get to do something.
Really?
All you get to do, however, is a move. So you have no other choice of any order, but you can move the one movement, the one card level move.
Well, I'll go behind yours.
And I hadn't mentioned it, but because we were all in coherency when we started, there should have actually been a +1 to the activation, to the initiative, but you didn't miss it by 1 anyway.
Okay.
So now you want to roll for your other guy. He's
8.
8, so he only actually had to roll a 7 because we were all in coherency when we started. So you have 2 orders.
Okay. I could kind of get behind you there with that trash.
Yeah. All right, so that ends the soldier's phase. And we go to what's actually called the sit rep phase. So now we pull another sit rep card. Every sit rep phase is going to end with pulling a sit rep card. But as you saw earlier, they're also pulled when you failed initiative rolls. That's where the game starts getting dangerous. And the more you fail initiative, the more dangerous the game gets. So the sit rep for the actual first sit rep phase, all enemy elements activate. They will move towards the nearest soldier and make an attack. If there are no soldiers in line of sight after the move, the enemy elements will perform a second move. That one's just discarded. We didn't get extra elements, that's good. So these guys are going to be moving 2.
I didn't realize there was one.
Because there's nobody in their line of sight.
Right, they're too far back.
And they're going to move,
Yeah.
they're going to move like over to here, as far as they can get them. Now the problematic one. The fact that he has to move at all is going to take him away. It's going to help us put the hostages in a better position.
Exactly.
So he's going to... I'll go ahead and shoot at the corporal because he was the first one over there. He's been there the longest. We're never actually rolling for the enemy. We're still going to try to roll over that 9, but now what we're doing is avoiding being hit. So he has a 9 to hit us. He doesn't have any other sort of advantages. I have to roll a 7 or higher and I am fine. I rolled a 4, which means I am not fine. So we have had the first injury of the game with our Corporal Han having been shot. Go to turn 2 and it becomes our soldier phase again. Except for one thing. I'm going to call these one group of civilians, but they are now in light of sight. So I have to roll for their reaction. 16. That civilian does nothing. So then it goes to us. So who should we activate first?
Would it make sense to activate the medic and deal with your wounds? I am standing next. He does not roll to perform medical aid, but he still must use 1 order. When he performs medical aid to another soldier that has suffered 3 wounds, the -1 modifier for receiving 3 wounds.
I don't
is
have that
removed.
yet. When a model attempts to remove a wound from itself or another model. So a wound does come off. Oh, that's interesting. You can do yourself.
No, I can't. It says that.
No, you can't use that thing yourself.
Right.
Anybody can do it themselves.
Okay.
But it does, that makes it clear. I don't know what the roll is still, but it does make it clear that it comes off.
Okay.
So you still have an action. That was
Right.
your one order.
I'll take my marksman. Okay.
All right, so now you want to roll. It's
Okay.
a 9 normally. Your little combat symbol has what number on it?
+3.
Right, so you're going to need to roll at least 6.
And I
think
can
this just
reroll.
does hits, isn't it?
And I can reroll.
Right. So what you would do is roll that, and you want to roll over 6. 15.
Yes.
So he's down.
He's down.
So we've achieved the first objective. I'm going to go ahead and activate the commander, and he's. He's going to stay here. I don't want to activate the red smoke too soon.
Right.
All right, so that's. Did I roll for his activation first? I don't think I did. I think I forgot it's a 7. Actually, I don't remember I did the other one either. 19 is fine. Actually, let's go ahead and just for. Oh, that would have been a problem. I would have actually failed the activation for the first guy. Did you see the one who killed him, or did you kill him?
I killed him.
All right.
My marksman killed him.
Right, that's it. So he would, that's the machine gunner. He would not have been able, he would have only been able to do the move then. That's fine, he didn't do anything else. However, I would have had to pull a sit rep card. I hope I'm right that I skipped that phase. I think I did. I have movement. A straggler enters the mission area from the nearest building or terrain feature, car door, building door, bush, etc., to the soldier with the highest initiative. If 2 or more soldiers have an equal initiative, the player must choose. Highest initiative, 9,
me.
7, that's going to be 10.
It's me.
The designated marksman, who is where?
He is right around the corner where he shot that guy. Right
So the closest door,
there.
that's
It's
6.
between that or
It's
this.
here.
Okay.
All right. Oh, whoops. I don't want that guy. That's a machine gun. I want that guy. So now it's actually their sit rep phase, and we get contact front. A straggler enters the mission area from the nearest building or terrain feature. Same thing to the soldier with the highest initiative and attacks. Did the other one say attack? No, the other one didn't attack. This one attacks. So he comes out. He's going to have to move. I don't think he's going to actually. Did it say he had to attack the guy with the highest initiative? No, near a soldier. So he's going to go to the corner. Oh, well, it'll be the same. If it's near a soldier, it would have to be him. So he's going to shoot. He is a 9. That's. Which one is this? Is this?
The marksman.
This is the marksman. So marksman. There's nothing. What am I looking at? Oh, he's in cover. So it's going to be. That's going to make it a 7. So you want to roll 7 or higher. That's not a 7 or higher.
That's not good.
So you have been hit. This Al-Wahid fighter is going to shoot at our machine gunner. He's going to shoot at Private Han. Han needs an 11 or higher. He fails. He is hit. Now have the guys back here. He may have to move forward, which I wasn't going to do. Because we didn't move far enough to get into his line of sight. What I'm wondering is if he can do something like that and get here. Push the hostage out of the... And then he could fire at the designated. So again, it's 9. You're in cover this time though, so it's a 7. So you want to roll 7 or higher.
Got it.
So you got that one. They're going to come forward. What I want to do with them. Why don't we bring them over here? I don't know. Do we want to bring them here? Or do we want to bring them here? I'm going to bring them around that way. That's That's a civilian. And that is the end of the sit rep phase. These come off. We go to turn 3. And we got issues. I'm going to try to activate the wounded machine gunner. I need a 7 or higher. I rolled a 1. So that's not successful.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he has intel. This one's fun.
Okay.
Enemy furthest from the last soldier that attempted an initiative roll becomes an objective. We need to keep this card in play now. And who is the farthest from the machine gunner? Okay, it's him. That's not good because we probably can't get him. He's now an objective. We're supposed to try to subdue him. Don't see that that's likely to happen though because he's up on the roof and out of the way of where we all are. I only can move now. I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay where I'm at.
There's no one in the marksman's line of sight right now. There doesn't appear to be a bad guy that he could get.
I think there is. There's the guy at the back of the Humvee. Roll to see if you activated him.
Yeah, or I may not have. It was an 8.
And what is your initiative?
10. I didn't activate. Damn.
And you had to pull a sit rep card.
All stragglers move and attack the closest soldier in line of sight, preferring targets that do not have cover.
The good thing about that is it specifically says stragglers, because we only have, what do we have? 1 straggler? No, we have 3 stragglers. So he's going to have to shoot at him.
Mm-hmm.
We will definitely need to use initiative markers now because these guys are acting out of turn.
Right.
Because of that sit rep card.
Right.
So we need to keep mark them so that we'll know when it gets to their turn that they have already activated.
Right.
So he needs a straight up 9. Oh, no, he doesn't. I forgot about that earlier. The elevation gives you a plus 10. So I need an 11 or higher, which I do not get. So that is a wound. That could have been a name shot too, actually. The other one is going to shoot at the machine gunner. Again, it's going to be 11 because of the elevation. I'm going to go ahead and not forget to use the aim this time. What did that make it, 14? We're probably going to lose our machine gunner. 7. Machine gunner gets hit. We're getting hit hard. And there was one other straggler, the guy in the back, who was actually like that. I don't think he's got a target who isn't in cover, though. And it specifically said they wouldn't shoot at people in cover.
Doesn't.
So I'm not going to activate him. And you still can move. You just can't do the shoot.
Right. If I leave there, I'm out of cover for the guys on the building.
You could, I think, go prone. I think if that character was prone, he'd be out of line of sight on the guys on that building.
Okay. I didn't realize that was a choice.
So that's what I would do. Is
Okay.
I don't think the game really allows for what I just described as, but I don't believe you could actually see past that
Right.
trash can down onto the ground if you were landing prone. And you could still fire at the guys across the road. Firing
Right.
prone.
Oh, sure.
In fact, you just made it harder for them
Right.
to hit you. And you still haven't activated your medic, right?
Right. Okay. Let's try and activate the medic. 17 certainly does it. He could either just walk forward that tiny inch and heal that guy, or the problem is he couldn't make it across to your really wounded machine gunner, which is really the guy who needs him the most. He could get there, but then he wouldn't have the order
He's
to do
also
anything.
going to get killed if he goes there.
Because the guy's on the building.
Yeah, it's too hot over there for him to go there
Yeah.
now.
I think he's just going to heal this guy.
We got to get the machine gunner out of there.
Right.
We've activated everybody, haven't we?
I have my 2 guys.
All right.
I don't think you activated your other. I'm not sure
Which
this
one?
guy has.
Well, I have a target. If that's true.
You were doing yours first.
I think I
Okay.
failed. I think I failed my initiative and
that may be
ended
it.
up only walking.
That may be it. Okay.
So that means it is their turn. So we pull a sit rep card. Bad intel. That's never good.
No.
Threat level 8. Roll immediately. If failed, the mission has 1 less turn. 12. It did not fail. Don't remove the card from game. So it does not affect us at all. Now they go. These two guys have already activated, so we're dealing with like everybody else.
Behind the car.
So the guy behind the car is going to shoot at your designated, but he'd have a 9 normally, drops a 2 because of your cover, so that's 7, and I think it's 6 for prone. It could be 5. Roll it, and if we have one of those numbers, we'll look it up. But I think
you gotta be okay. You gotta be okay.
20.
He's
you
okay.
laugh at him.
Yeah.
So he's activated. If the first guy shoots, the others can't. Just stands there and shoots. The others can't get their shots. So I think he needs to move.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to move and shoot at my leader. That would be just a straight up 9. 20. But his pal comes by and says, I'll show you. Again, a 9. How many 9s can I roll? Make it again. And then the last Al-Wahid says, Allah Akbar. Yeah, it just made sense that eventually one of those was going to work. These come off on cleanup phase, and we go to turn 4. Maybe it's time to actually get out of here. I do believe this is a game where not moving forward can hurt you. I think that's what cost me the game last time. I wish we weren't as stretched out as we are, but I think maybe we need to go. Because the first guy that moves forward will activate the red smoke. That means we've got to get the civilians moving. I'm not really sure how that movement with them works, but I'm assuming they move with us. So I really wish people were a little closer up and less spread out than we are.
Since my guys have no wounds, do you want me to take the initiative and make the open run across?
Yeah. Take your designated
Marksman
and go straight with him towards the one guy that's standing there behind the truck.
Yeah.
Do one move towards him and then drop him. So
12,
you make your
we're
roll.
good.
Right. So now standing up is free.
Okay.
I mean, you will activate it if you take 2 of those, but I don't know if you want to do that.
I don't. I want to shoot him.
Because he's just going to clobber you if you
Okay.
don't shoot. So he's 9.
I have +3,
I
so
think
that's
he's
6.
technically in the open to you right now.
I think so too.
Yeah.
That's 6 then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Revenge for the last time.
So
Yes.
he's dropped.
Good.
Boom. Do you want to move him?
Yes, he's with the stun grenade. So I do want to take him. So initiative 9. That's good for him.
Just barely.
Barely works. 1.
You could shoot one of them up there.
You think I can actually have line of
Yes.
sight up there?
Yes.
Okay, he's a +2.
Because right now you're shooting at a guy that's advanced on you. So he's at 9. His height makes that 11. But your +2 will bring it back down to 9.
Okay.
And you got him.
And I got him.
I'm rethinking my thought here. I don't think I should go for the civilians at all. Or at least not with my
Just head
leader.
out?
I think I should deal with these guys and just head straight through there.
That makes sense.
And that'll get one of us towards off the end, but we have to get one of them off the end.
And it'll be perfect because you have the machine gun.
Who do I want to activate first? I may want to activate the machine gun
Yes,
first.
you're so close to them.
Yeah, I'm going to try to activate him and do suppressive fire, which will stop them from being able to do stuff.
That's initiative.
Yeah, that's 7. No problem. They are all fit under a card, so they're in an area of effect, so they are all suppressed. That was his first action. I'm going to move and go ahead and activate the red.
Oh. Okay.
Red smoke pops. So now we have to be off the board by the end of turn 5.
Wow.
But now it's their activation, his activation. And he's a 9. And he doesn't make it. Contact. All stragglers move and attack the closest soldier in line of sight, preferring targets that don't have cover. Well, they don't have to move. That's going to be me. They're going to shoot at me.
They're suppressed, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
So it's only the guy on the building.
Yeah. Who's going to shoot at
And
this
me.
guy.
Right.
So you get to roll that then, and he's, you want to roll 11 or higher.
No.
Oh, close.
Got me.
But no cigarettes.
Okay.
And now I get to move. I wanted to clobber those dudes. And then start running off the board. And now it's their turn, but they're suppressed. Everybody's activated. Oh, I have to pull a sit rep card first. Trap. The last soldier that attempted an initiative roll has stumbled onto tripwire. That would be my leader. Roll for the outcome. 1 to 4, it's 9. Okay, let's roll first. This, I don't have to read you all the things. It is a 9. A 9, enemies alerted. 1d6 stragglers enter the mission area from random edges furthest from the soldiers. And remove the card. 1d6. 2, that's not so bad. Could have been worse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one comes in over here from the table edge. Guess that's table edge. And the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they both come in over here. And now we go to turn 5 and we have to book. I would like to activate my machine gunner first and just run, because they will go with him. So I'm going to try to do an advanced move. I need to roll 7 or higher.
Do
I
you
rolled
do
an
the
18.
shape first?
That's what I just rolled.
Okay.
So, blink, boink. Oh yeah, we got this, man. We got this.
Maybe.
We got it. Unless somebody shows up over there. Because they're the ones who have to get off the table.
That's true.
As long as that group keeps going, we've got it. I'm going to go try to activate my leader. Should I? Or should you guys activate first? In case I fail and cause a sit rep.
Yeah, why don't we try and scurry
All right.
behind your guys? We can protect them from the rear.
All right.
Okay, so first it'll be my marksman. Yep, we're good. Okay, and the one goes with it.
All right. And then the other one?
Nine, yep, he's good. Okay, same thing. Unless you want me to shoot towards those guys. You want me to just go?
Well, it wouldn't be bad, but I also have a grenade. If I don't fail my activation.
Okay. Yes, I figured that. I figured that. Okay, he's right behind him.
Unfortunately, his initiative's not great. That's a 9. Blow it again.
Oh, no.
We may lose him. Sit rep. Things could get worse. The weather has taken a turn for the worse. Threat levels are at +2 when a soldier is outdoors. If the card has been drawn before, the weather clears. Okay, but it hasn't, so weather's gotten bad. And I could move. Do I want to move? Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
move.
you gotta move.
I'm going to move over this way,
Yeah, you gotta move.
because that might buy me a turn. Except if I don't move, they stay suppressed.
Right.
They're not suppressed anymore because I moved.
Ah,
So now it is their turn. So we pull another sit rep card. Lost my balance. Threat level 10. Roll immediately. The soldier furthest from the enemy loses his footing. If the roll is failed, the soldier falls prone. Ooh, this is not good, because this is going to be the guy leading them out. Of course,
Exactly.
at this present point, it doesn't matter, because the other guys can lead them. Even if, and I'm just going to go prone. It's not a big deal,
you could stand up.
because he's already activated. And he made it anyway with a 14.
Okay.
Now we get shooting, and there's shooting to be done. I'm going to activate the guy in the building first. He's going to shoot whoever that is.
That's your leader.
That's my leader, yeah. So 9,
And 3 would.
10, 11s. It's going to be 11 in the back. And yeah, that should be a hit. And that'll be a problem, because it'll slow me down. But it doesn't matter. We'll still achieve the objective. Who's going to shoot next? I don't think other people can shoot. I think they have to move.
Oh, that's right, those two have arrived.
Well, he could move and shoot. So he's going to move over here
Who's he
and
shooting
shoot.
at him?
He's going to shoot at him.
Oh,
That's 9. I survived that one. I don't think he can get to where he can shoot. So he's going to just keep moving to the vehicle. And the other three are more problematic because they're in a place. This guy can just turn, aim, and shoot.
Right, he's going to shoot him, I assume.
I was thinking the one in front of him. But,
Oh, okay, either one.
So 9, 10 for the aim. So 10.
Eek.
So he's been hit for
Twice.
a second time.
Yeah,
This guy's going to turn, and I think he can only shoot that guy because
same
of the
thing.
corner of the vehicle. He
I'm
can't
looking
shoot
for a
the
10
other
again.
guy. Yeah.
Come on, you got to get off. Ugh,
Oh, that's not good.
no.
'Cause now he's wounded too.
Ugh.
Is that my machine gunner's the guy in the front. He's going to shoot through the windows of the Humvee at me. So
I assume 4 and you're
9,
dead.
That'll bring me, yeah. Well, you're down. 7.
Okay.
So he misses.
Okay.
And that's everybody. So I'm going to try to activate him first.
Okay,
Activates on a 7. Got a 12.
good.
Because he's off the table right now.
Exactly.
But in reality, we want all of them.
Exactly.
So let's see, that one would have been, let's measure just the last one. All of them.
Except for your guy.
All of them made it.
Right.
So we have won.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and see who else we can get off. I think the next person there is one of yours, isn't
Yes.
it? So why don't you check for that, roll their initiative and see if you can get them off.
Okay, Marksman got a 19. He's good. One.
Is he under 6?
Just. Yeah, he's just. Okay, my other guy, who might not make it just because of. No, he did not make his initiative.
The one you moved doesn't have 3 hits on him, does he? Have 3
He
hits
might
on
have
him.
3. I honestly am not certain. There's 3 hits laying here. I think he does have 3, truth be told.
Once a soldier receives a 3rd wound, he receives -1 to all of his rolls for the remainder of the mission. Okay, it's all of his rolls, so it would have affected his initiative, but it does not affect his movement.
Then I'm fine because I had a 19, so I had a really high initiative on that one. This guy, however, got only a 5. He has 2 wounds, but he is not going to
Okay,
make
first
it.
off, if he failed the roll, we have to pull a sit rep card first.
Right.
Contact. All enemy elements activate. They will move towards the nearest soldier and make an attack. If there are no soldiers in line of sight after the move, the enemy elements will perform a second move. So the first one is just a 9. So you want to roll.
Got it.
All right. The next one is going to be 8 or above because he's shooting through the car windows at you.
Got it.
Got it. Now you can move your 1 movement. Actually, we should roll the last guy because it said all of them. So this guy's shooting at me. I'm going to get a +2, so that'll be 7 because he's shooting through the car windows. And I fail, and he's down.
And what about these 2 guys?
Oh, they're going
They get to move into
They're going to have
sight.
to move. But it'll be like before. Because we didn't move them first. Oh no, he's got a shot.
I would think he would by
He
now.
does have a shot.
Yeah.
This one will not. So that guy's going to shoot at you, and that would be just a straight up 9.
Made
All
it.
right. So now you move your 1 move.
Okay. Which obviously does not get me off the table.
And these would go with them, but it's not going to matter
Right, because.
because that would be game. See, actually, it would be, what would happen is we now go to their sit rep phase. We might as well pull that card. Sit rep, we are pinned. Straggler nearest the last soldier that attempted initiative roll is equipped with an MG42. That could have been a real problem had it happened earlier, but it's too late. We haven't done a great job because we have left a man. And in fact, in this game, when you have 4 hits, you're not dead, you are down. There you have it. That is Mission 4, Battlespace. A humanitarian rescue. You can see we managed to pull it off. It was very, very close run thing. You can also see what I was saying earlier about how the mechanics make it kind of awkward to actually do some of the turn requirements, particularly if your table isn't 2x2. I think 2x2 would have made all the difference, but we had an extra foot that we had to travel. So we didn't quite do it in the 1 turn, but still, we had 2 turns. I think that's plenty of time. This is a very enjoyable game. I recommend it highly. I've recommended it before. The rules are simple, but it's more playable than you think. I have now run, by the time I'm editing this talk, I've run 4 different games of this, and they often are quite different. You don't, sometimes just by the luck of what cards you get, you'll be completely overrun by opponents. Other times, it'll hardly be anything. So I feel like it kind of represents the real world in some degree that way. There's only a few scenarios in the book, but they already have additional stuff available both on the file section, on the Facebook page, and there's also some things you can find on the Wargame Vault. And these scenarios, most of them are so kind of loosey-goosey. It wouldn't be that hard to adjust them or change things in any way you wanted. In fact, I think this would be a really good game to have a random generator created for causing scenarios. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you liked what you saw. If you have any questions, either about the game or you have the game and want to make comments yourself, we look for those comments in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any comments or ideas of further content you'd like to see us present here on Cry Havoc Wargaming, we look for those in that same place in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this video and found it in any way useful, I hope that you will hit like. And if you'd like to continue to receive notification regarding videos like this one to help you decide how to better spend your money or time in your tabletop wargaming hobby, then please hit subscribe and our notification bell. Till next time, cheers.